Hello, my name is Heidi Knight and I am somebody who struggles with chronic insomnia. It has been since the end of 2018. I went on medication for it after about a year later at the end of 2019. I would like to be off my medication. I definitely feel like I needed to go on it. When I did, I was getting like average 2 to 3 hours of sleep by the time I was taking it. I literally remember going a week or two without any sleep. It was pretty bad and it was really stressful and ruining a lot of factors in my life. So I know I needed to do something. So I went on medication for it. And I do believe there's a time you need to take it. However, I would like to stop putting it in my body because I do notice side effects. And the more I take it, the more side effects I realize come about. So with that said, I would like to document my journey of going off my medication, show what I'm doing, see if anything works, and try to inspire and encourage others like me. And why I am on medication, I want to do my best to make it work as best as it can. Insomnia medication is weird. And I say that I only know what I've taken, but to me, what I've experienced is that insomnia medication needs encouragement. It needs you to do other things in order for it to work. It needs you to love on it, to coddle it, and tell it it's wonderful. So pretty much I'm here to tell you that something our bodies are naturally supposed to know how to do. We're supposed to naturally know how to sleep, and now we have to take something that's potentially harmful for our bodies to help us do what our human bodies are naturally supposed to know how to do, and that's still not good enough, and you need to do more. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm here to tell you. Yay! But yeah, along the way, in my experience of taking this medication, there's just things that I've learned that has helped me get a good night's sleep. Now, a good night's sleep to me is about 6 to 7 hours. I can survive off of 4 to 5, and then anything less is pretty stressful. I'm pretty groggy and not so well functioned for that day. So there's just a lot I've had to learn, and learn that the medication's supposed to do the heavy lifting. It's supposed to help you get to sleep, stay asleep, and get the sleep you need. With that said though, I've noticed my medication does that probably about 70% of the time, but it only works well. Like, I will only get the REM sleep I need if I do this other stuff along with it that encourages it. And then the other 30% of the time, it just flat out decides it's not gonna work. And it's known for medication to do this as well. When you're taking medication for insomnia, it helps with the quantity of sleep, but it takes away from the quality, and it takes away from getting into deep sleep, getting into REM sleep, dreaming, and really getting that deep restorative sleep you need. So there's a lot I have to do to make sure that I'm getting a deep sleep. And this is stuff I've done on a consistent basis for, I want to say, some of it for a while, but a couple things like for 6-8 months now, and it's helped me get to half of my dosage that I was taking on a normal basis. So I take Seroquel, which is actually not specifically for sleep. It's specifically an antipsychotic. No, I'm not crazy. But yeah, my doctor prescribed it to me, and it's the side effects, the drowsy part of it, that helps me sleep. And I, for the longest time, was taking 25 milligrams of it. I have taken more, but that's what I was taking on a consistent basis. And I made a plan with my doctor to get on half the medication. Well, actually, I made a plan with my doctor to get off the medication, and she suggested going every other day, starting out with that every other day of taking the medication. And that just was not working for me. I needed the medication in order to sleep, and doing it every other day just wasn't working. And my mom suggested cutting it in half. So I did that, and that honestly has been doing the trick. Cutting it 25 milligrams in half has really helped take a lot of the grogginess away. It's definitely still there, but get the sleep I need and not having to take so much. But I honestly need it, and I haven't been able to get off of half of that. But this video is going to be how I did get to only half my dosage. And this is my medication and what has helped me, what has worked for me and my body. Hopefully this will be some tips and tricks that might help you apply it, see if it works, and if it doesn't, maybe different things will help. And it's pretty much three main things that I've done on a consistent basis that has helped me. There's a lot of other things I do, but I have a waitress job. So there are a lot of things I want to do, and I do sometimes when I have the time, like drink sleepy time tea, take a bath, limit blue light, stuff like that. But because of my evening job, I'm not able to do all that on a consistent basis. So this is three things that I have done on a consistent basis for a long time now, and it has helped tremendously. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing, and I've done this for about a year now, is take CBD oil. That has helped tremendously with getting the REM sleep. The sleep medication I take definitely takes away from my deep sleep, and I need this to help with the quantity of sleep. This is something I do where, like, if I go to bed and I only get 4 hours of sleep, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I've only got 4 hours, I'm not gonna function today. And then I go throughout my day and realize I'm fine. I'm pretty good. Well, maybe not good, because us insomniacs are never really good, but if you know what I mean. But I'm fine, I'm functional. This is good, okay, I can do this. And that's because I know I got some deep sleep in those 4 hours. I did start out trying a couple different things, and something I landed on for a while was plant therapy sleep CBD oil. The plant therapy CBD oil is very cost friendly. It was a CBD oil that worked and wasn't gonna break my bank. And then I needed one that worked on tough nights, so I did more research. I looked for one that might potentially be a little bit better. So I've landed on Spruce Natural Cbd Oil, and this is what it looks like. I take this one, well, now I take it on a consistent basis, but I was taking that one on rough nights, and honestly this past 8 days have been pretty rough. I haven't got the 6-7 hours of sleep I need. I first started out with 2 to 3 hours, and then the past couple nights have been 4 to 5. So I'm fine. But yeah, I've been definitely relying on this bad boy to get some deep sleep in there. My last shipment that came in, they gave me a gift, and it's the same thing but in gummy form. Yeah, so it's really cool because I love gummies. They're like, yeah, well, they're like gummies. I mean, they still leave the same aftertaste as CBD oil, but like that's fine. I'm not really here to have like a nice juicy gummy. But it's still really cool because, like, you know, I just take a gummy instead of putting this at the bottom of my tongue. I probably should say that. The way to take CBD oils, you take a full dropper or however much you think you need, and you put it under your tongue and you leave it there for a minute or more. And CBD oil is a product derived from cannabis, but it doesn't have any of the high effects. So it's completely safe, completely natural. It's used a lot for like aches and pains, anxiety, and a lot of different things like that. But for me specifically, it gets me calm, it gets me relaxed. Over the years, I've definitely gained a fear and anxiety around falling asleep, so it just kind of helps manage that. It's definitely not a miracle worker, so it's definitely not the cure to my insomnia. Specifically, maybe some people it can be. It wasn't for me, and so it's just something that encourages, again, my sleep. The next thing I want to talk about is exercise. When I first got insomnia, I tried everything to fix it naturally without having to go on medication. I fought going on medication. I did not want to do it. So exercise was something that, like, if you read articles about how to get better sleep, exercise is on a lot of those articles. And I pushed it off for the longest time because I have a waitress job. If you have a restaurant job, you know that that's seems like it counts for exercise, right? Like sometimes I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Like I am sweating and I get my exercise. If you have a job like that where you're running around, sometimes it's like, why should I exercise? And I noticed when I started doing it consistently, so I started doing that about 7-8 months ago, where I started to be consistent with exercise. That has helped tremendously. I noticed a difference in my sleep. My husband noticed a difference in my sleep. It has helped me get deep restorative sleep that the medication doesn't give me. I am not sure why taking a chunk out of my day to specifically focus on exercise and not blend exercise in with work has made a difference. I do know that exercise helps manage your cortisol levels, and stress spikes up cortisol levels, and exercise helps manage that and bring it to a balance. I do notice too that it works best when I do my workouts in the AM hours. If I do it close to bedtime, that does spike up my heart rate and make it a little more difficult to fall asleep. But when I do it in the morning, that's when my body likes it the best. Now, I know a lot of people have 9-to-5 jobs and it's hard to get up in time just to go to work. So yes, as best as you can, trying to exercise sometime during the day and make it a priority. And honestly, I'm like exercising 3 times a week. In the winter it's more, but honestly during the summer I'm pretty much doing a lot of active things anyways. If you have a kid, you know that like you are probably out doing something with them and swimming, hiking or whatever, and that qualifies as exercise. What has helped me be consistent with exercise is I specifically work out at home. I don't know why, I just don't do well with gyms. I'm not a people person. I don't want to wake up and make myself look somewhat decent to go to the gym only to get all sweaty. And when I get there, I don't want to be around people because it's still morning. Like usually just end up spending my time on the treadmill or elliptical, and so it takes away from a lot of like different exercise I could be doing. So yeah, I've been working out at home, specifically doing Beachbody. Don't worry, I'm not about to sell you anything, but here to tell you that that's like the outlet that's helped me. I like the structure to it. I like doing things at home and not needing a lot of equipment. And I like my coach. She's very encouraging. She definitely cares. She's a good friend. I served with her in church for a little while, and she's just an amazing person. So if you are interested, I can leave her information down below. If you want somebody who's a good coach and who actually cares and is not going to push you to do anything you don't want to do, then that'll be there. But if not, like if the gym is your thing, go to the gym or download apps. There's so many different things out there that are for free that can get you working out at home, or go for a walk or even a run. Like do what you want, do something that will consistently help you exercise. The last thing I want to talk about is getting my stress under control and calming myself down, and doing a bunch of different things for that. What I've done consistently is take my medication when I go to bed specifically, and that's because if there's anything causing me stress before I go to bed, I know that I got that out of the way, and now I'm more than likely in a calm space where I can tell myself, okay, relax, calm down, it's time for bed, and that's when I take my medication, because I notice my medication works well with that. Other things I do is like when I get up in the morning, I spend time with God, I read my Bible, I do devotions, and then I stretch. And as I'm stretching, I listen to this meditation, and that really helps calm me down. It helps get my stress levels under control, helps me really put my priorities into perspective, and helps me not worry about what I don't need to worry about and put my mind on what I do need to focus on. Something else I've been trying to do throughout the day is just pray without ceasing, but that's what my God tells me to do. And so when I am doing something stressful like cleaning or work or talking to someone who's full of drama, because we all have those people, I just try to pray and give it to God. If I'm dealing with something hard, You know, first go to God and know that He tells us to not worry about anything, to give it to Him. And He didn't put us on this earth to be in constant anxiety and constant worry, and wants us to just give our burdens to Him. So that's what I try to do. Find what helps you get your stress, your anxiety under control, and what makes you calm. I'm somebody that really likes smells. My sister is huge on essential oils. She has her own Instagram page. I can link that down below too if you'd like to follow her. She's awesome. She gives so much information. There's there is essential oils that specifically are for sleep. So I've gotten a lot of those specifically from plant therapy. Again, they're the most cost effective, and they still are pretty great, and their ingredients are quality. And I pretty much every night am putting that in a diffuser next to my bedside and letting that go off throughout the night. Again, those are things that have helped me specifically go to half of my medication and not need to take my full dosage. I hope that helps you in some type of way, and it gives you ideas on what to do. Again, it helps me to know that I can't just like let the medication do all the heavy lifting. I need to do what I need. I need to do some things for it to encourage it, because again, it's sensitive. It needs help. If you want to do the heavy lifting, you need to come alongside of it and support it. Yeah, it's sad, it's just what needs to be done. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.